I know one thing. I better get this podcasting over before everybody in the backyard starts playing music. See, and I know I could put the AC on and fucking not listen to that shit and it could be silent, but I don't know. I kind of like the ambiance. Maybe it's like my Spanish heritage, like inside of me. That's what I feel like sometimes. Like, bung, and like you can't help it. So it's like while I'm here, that shit helps me be here more. Like it gives me an affluence, yo. What up, everybody? It's your boy, OK. Everything is all stop your shit. Okay, first and foremost, happy 4th of July to everybody. This holiday is fucking awkward, uh, especially this year. To think, Declaration of Independence was signed, 1776, right? July 4th, 1776. That's why it's our Independence Day. To think, what, who really became independent? You know, that's why they're defacing these monuments right now that represent Confederation and represent slavery. And look, Mount Rushmore had the Macy's fireworks yesterday. Shout out to Macy's, because for you guys to keep doing your fireworks, even though like we don't know where it is and you do it secret locations and blah blah, that means a lot. That means a lot that you guys do that. That what do you guys do that for? I know it's partly because to say I'm doing it. I work for Pepsi. I know what that looks like. But I think another you guys and whoever owns you guys knows that we need that. We need that. We need that celebration. And I know there's a lot of controversy around that celebration, especially now. It's sometimes it's super sensitive. Look what Christopher Columbus represented. He had slaves and all that shit. He wasn't a good man. But we don't really know that. We just go off what we're told or read in history books. You don't really know. One thing we do really know is Christopher discovered he's discovered South America, and in which turn why we got like America and all that. Because he didn't come here first. I don't know what he told y'all. But I know Independence Day comes with a lot of stigmatism. One thing that we can all be sure of is that even if we don't feel like we live in the land of the free, this is still our land. Let's at least agree with that. You live here. This is your house. You pay your rent. You pay your bills. So you know what that means for the time being. You own it, and you have the ability to own it for right now. Take some at least pride in that. Take some pride that illegally or not illegally, whether you live in New York or another state, you can't indulge in some fucking fireworks and throw them in the air, and take liberty in what the good people did die for, or the good things that the people in this country died for. Because I don't think that yes, I know, look, I just did a pod saying with bad comes good. It's a yin and a yang. It does suck that the history of some of these great men and great periods of time are tainted with the bad stuff that had to occur, or the bad stuff that did occur in order for those realities to be what it is now. You have to take some appreciation. You can't just keep fucking pointing fingers and be upset and be upset. You got to take some value in the fact that you're able to even be upset. Isn't in Mexico, if you say something about the government, they shoot you on sight? I can go outside my house right now and burn a flag. The worst I got to deal with is a neighbor. If they call the cops can't even do nothing to me. You have to take some liberty in what Independence Day is. Take some liberty in what the time, where we live, how we live. It may not always be the best, and it does suck sometimes that we get fucking beat up by police officers, and if we're not political, if we're not, we get looked at as stupid. If you're just unaware, and because how you were brought up, you're unaware. Like, imagine that white person or that black person that never saw another white or black person. For 20 years of their life, they always lived in the same place, same country, and all that. And then for the first time ever, they see a white person or see a black person or any person different from their skin. They're in shock. What do you do? Oh, shit. Wow, you look so different than me. What, do you just, do you get a prejudice towards them because of it? We live in a place where we have the ability to, down the block, see somebody that's different from us. And if we choose to, go ahead and sometimes even be part of it, man. You go to a bar, you go to a club and be part of what they're doing. Not now, obviously, but you could have. You could listen to music and be part. Look at Tom Hanks' son. They all clown him and get mad at Tom Hanks' son because he be repping Caribbean music and fucking. Listen, I don't even know his fucking rap name, but I know the prejudice against the man. And how could you get mad at that man? Tom Hanks is from America. He's not like he's a fucking. Tom Hanks grew up on American values. American values all come with you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. You know, there is a ceiling sometimes, but sometimes there isn't. You know, look at a Kanye West. You know, look at a Jay-Z. Look at these people slowly but surely. My uncle pointed it out that they possibly maybe be moving into political stances. Look how many people say The Rock for president. They don't say The Rock for president because he's political. They say The Rock for president because of the dream he lived as an American. As an American, and what he showed you it can be, those big ass muscles, all the Fast and the Furious movies, doing fucking professional, fake wrestling, doing football first, and then doing entertainment wrestling for us on TV, regardless if it's fake or not. He was busting his ass and breaking his back. He still shows up from time to time. You know, still being not an asshole on Instagram and giving people motivational and positive messages. That's American, bro. That's American. That's a person that grew up with American values, American traditions, and also with their culture, but that is American because he was allowed to be that. Let's appreciate America a little bit more. Let's like fuck making it great again. Let's just make it great in general. Let's make it great now. Let's make it great now. Let's really like go 10 toes in and make it great now, man. You know how many more people have been nice since COVID and since all this bad shit started happening to us? How many more people have been nice? A lot of more people holding doors for me, apologizing. Just yesterday, my driver in the truck got cut off by somebody. Oh shit, this ain't mine. Now you can't cut my driver off. If you're gonna cut my driver off, you better be 3 or 4 car lengths ahead. We're in a truck. He's moving right now. There's no reason for you to risk your life or anybody else's life by jumping in front of a truck. When you hit a truck, you bounce the fuck off. Now, we've had multiple altercations with drivers. Not nothing crazy. Nobody's got their ass whipped. Nothing crazy. But I think it's the first time a driver came back around the block. And I wasn't there. My driver told me. He's like, yo, you know that guy came around the block? I was like, what happened? Like, at first, immediately, because I know my driver whipped somebody's ass. But I got checked. He said, nah, he came around. He apologized. And I told him what happened. I said, yo, bro, you can't cut in front of me like that. Like, I can't see you. I'm in a truck. If I hit you, and he's like, man, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. You see that? That's because of the times. I think people are realizing how soft we actually are. All these people that panicked and went crazy for fucking for all these things that we've been going through, it goes to show like how weak we are. You know, it goes to show that we've been comfortable for too long. We've been comfortable for too long in this country, being able to go to the store, buy anything, but they go, what happens when things run scarce and you got to go crazy for it? What happens when Amazon didn't get your package at your house and it's saying it's going to be 4 weeks late or refund your money? And you know after the 4 weeks you still might not get it. What happens then? Everybody goes fucking bananas. But as Americans, we do what we can to keep things in order. And order comes with the same thing I've been speaking about in my last 3 pods. That's unfortunate but fortunate. A yin and a yang, a good and a bad. Sometimes order is way too fearful. Like police officers, that type of order, in my opinion, it can be way too fearful. Politicians with no transparency is way too forceful. It's too much. We shouldn't have to go through that. But then there's another side of that coin where we do have eligibility to do things and be coexist and be happy with one another. Go to the store. Go buy your weed. You think your drug dealer cares if you're anything else but a cop? You think when you go to the weed store and you buy it legally, you think they care about anything as long as you got your ID? They don't care about what you do with the weed. They don't care about what you're going. They don't care if you're driving it, if you're selling it. They don't care. You got the card? Buy your weed. We live in a country like that. And I know in Amsterdam you got like, like in Vegas they got brothels or some shit like that, right? But in Amsterdam it's legal. But look how small Amsterdam is though, in a sense. Look how big United States is. There's so many different egos and personalities that are put here in the land of the great This is the land of the great. I'm not gonna veer off from that. Look, I am Puerto Rican and American. I'm not gonna veer off from the fact that this is the land of the great. We live in America where there isn't a ceiling. You can go past somewhere. It's all about what you're willing to do for it. And in America, God knows there's no boundaries almost on what's able to happen. A guy just broke out of Rikers 2 weeks ago, and now it's his second time in a week. Yo, there's no boundaries there. And for that guy, all those people that are in jail, you guys did something for us Americans too. You show us, I don't want to go there. I don't want to be there. You know, for the curtain to get unveiled and all this controversy going on about everything, you know, why COVID happened, who did it, or you know, the things with the government and how we're getting paid and the controlling with Trump and the votes and Nancy Pelosi and all these things, Biden, all these crazy things, fucking Antifa, fascists, fucking backwards, fucking all these things going on. Yes, they go on in the rest of the world. But you know where they're defined? You know where they're given power? Right here in America, the United States of America. So with that, happy 4th of July, everybody. It's your boy, OK? Everything is out. Stop your shit.